Hey, what's up, Facebook world and all of you guys out there? Welcome to FNKO. My name is Melody Gawliu, and I am the host and creator of FNKO. Right now, it has hit 7 o'clock, so we're getting ourselves ready. We're going to see people hopefully coming in to watch and join us tonight. So while I'm preparing some of these things, I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and start letting people know that we're here and that we're live on Facebook right now. We're going to show some great performances by those in our FNKO community. I call them FNKOers. And yes, it's spelled FNKO. But yeah, if you could go on Facebook like I'm about to do right now, and just let people know, hey, we are here right now. We are streaming live. We would really appreciate you guys just helping us out. We want to let as many people know as possible, right? So go ahead and tag people, share. I think they took away the Facebook watch parties, but you can still share this video with other people. So right now, I'm going to tag some people. I'm going to put us on our Facebook page also. Our Facebook page, you could find the QR code is right next to me over there. It's the blue one. So if you just hold up your phone to that, our Facebook is facebook.com/1 FNKO, because really there's only one FNKO, right? So yeah, right now I'm going to share it on our FNKO page, let people know we are live right now. And if you are here joining on Facebook as opposed to on Zoom with me in the Zoom party, go ahead and comment. Make comments in the Facebook comment section. Let me know where you guys are watching from, or how'd you guys hear it, or how many times you guys have joined us on FNKO. Let's see. I'm gonna tag some people. It's always great if you could tag people in it, because then people will, it'll show up on their news feed, and that's what we want to do. We want to blast this out there for anyone who can watch right now. It is being recorded, so if you can't stay the whole time, come back later on. It'll be on Facebook. You can just rewind and watch it all over. Or if you're joining us for the whole time, once again, you can just rewind and watch another time, watch it again, relive those moments where you were here with us live. So let me get us tagged and going. We have a great lineup for you guys today. As always though, I mean, seriously, like, we have really great, passionate people. FNKO, let me give you guys the blurb about it while I'm continuing to share that we are live right now and let people know that we are here. So FNKO started over 10 years ago, guys. Can you believe that? July 9th, 2010. And so, in a few months, I can't believe it, we're going to be hitting year 11. But FNKO started 10 years ago. I was just thinking about I have a background in music. I was a music major at Davis. But I wasn't really doing anything with my music major except leading worship at church, which is all, of course, great, right? And I love it. But I felt, there's a lot of people out there who have this musical ability, right? To me, it's God-given music ability, but there's so much talent out there, but not even necessarily just talent, but people who are passionate about using a creative outlet, right? And so I thought, man, I want to create a space where people can feel safe and comfortable and encouraged to share their outlet with other people, and so I was like, okay, how do I do that? How do I create a space for people where, a lot of times, like let's say open mics, right? Like, even for myself, I was like, I don't know if I could do an open mic, it's pretty kind of scary, to be honest, right? Because all those people, they've either paid to be there, or they're looking to be entertained. They're looking for a particular entertainment level and factor, right? and it just kind of reminds me of getting a job. A lot of times jobs have this prereq, you need to have X amount of experience for us to hire you. But I'm like, but if you're just getting started or you don't have that experience, like how are you supposed to get in there? And so I thought, you know what, I want to create a space just for those people. I want to create a space for people to be able to get on stage and get that practice, get that experience, a place where they don't have to be afraid that people are going to boo them, you know, that people are judging them, but that everybody who's in there is really there to support each other, to support whoever's on stage, who, the people on stage are inspiring the people who are watching, but also the people who are on stage, they're being inspired by the people who are watching, right? It's like, that's our tagline, our new one, is inspire and be inspired, because it really does go both ways. And those of you guys who've performed at FNKO, I'm sure you could attest to that, right? Like you're on stage and you're like, yeah, like the energy that comes from the people who are in the audience, right? Like you just feed off of that. It is different right now because we are virtual. I know things are getting lifted in America, especially in California. There's all, the regulations and guidelines, they're starting to loosen. So we are thinking like, how are we going to bring FNKO back into a live situation, going away from this virtual. But I actually don't think we'll ever fully go away from our virtual experience. We'll just have to figure out another creative way to keep this going while still having the live version. Because both, they give different ways to be creative, right? Like in person, you're practicing for it, and then you go on stage, you feel that adrenaline being on stage, you learn how to interact with other people while you're on stage, or just feed off that energy. When you're virtual, right, people are submitting videos, people like you, they're submitting videos, and for some people, you'll see tonight, it's very polished videos, right? Very produced music. And then there's the rest of us, there's some of us who we're performing while we're sitting in our bathroom. There's different ways, but it does give another level of creativity, so I really do love that. All right, I'm trying to share this to my news feed. Yeah, and I want to tag some people. Okay, so once again, FNKO, it was our previous tagline, just to explain what it was. FNKO was a series of coffeehouse style performances. As FNKO, over the 10 years that we've existed, we've had over 30 installments now. That means over 30 events over the almost 11 years that we've had FNKO. But we've also started, trying to create spaces for other creative people, right? We had a poetry workshop. Another thing that I'm hoping to come out in fall, which I need your help with, is an art event, right? For those people who are into visual arts, like drawing, graphic designing, painting, any of those kinds, or arts and crafts, really, right? So, if you're one of those people and you're watching right now, get in contact with me if you want to hear more, you want to be a part of the process. Okay, so I'm going to get us started with a video shortly, but once again, if you are out there right now, you're on Facebook or you're wherever you are watching, just want to encourage you guys to go out on Facebook or whatever it is, social media, let people know that we're live right now. If you're on Facebook, just find the live video and share it, and then tag other people who you think would be interested in watching, which is what I'm doing at this very moment. I'm going to tag all the people who are actually performing tonight, so that all their buddies know, hey, these people are, have some videos that are going on right now, and we would love for people to come and support them, you know what I mean? But if you're on Facebook, let me know that you're here, put some comments, and throughout the night, that's what we would, really encourage you to do, is interact with us. I'll be manning the Facebook comments on our end, but feel free, like we really miss that interaction between people, like when we're live. But virtual doesn't mean that we lose that. You guys can still interact there. Actually, if you hit that like button when a video is going, we actually see it like float up. The little emoji thing like floats up, and it's just so fun. And as a performer or as a person who's watching it, it's just cool and encouraging to see that. And so we still want to have that encouraging safe vibe, right? So yeah, I hope that you guys will continue to help create that atmosphere, even though we are online. Okay, I'm almost done tagging some people here. Do I have everybody? I think so. Oh wait, no, we don't. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So, without further ado, up first is not actually me this time. I thought I would give someone else a chance to go first. And so it's actually the person who submitted their video first. It's so crazy. This guy has been churning out videos like crazy. And so I just feel so inspired. His name is Charlie Victoria, but we call him Charlie V. You may have heard of him, and if not, here you go. His name's Charlie V. But yeah, Charlie, like right after the last FNKO, he submitted another video for the next one, which is today. And just so you know, our next FNKO is going to be at the end of June. Let me see where the date is there. But it's going to be June 26th. So I'll send out that Facebook invite soon. But yeah, if you go to, let's see, which way is this? It's this way. Yeah, this way. So that blue QR code is our Facebook. So if you become a fan of it, like that page, you'll get the updates, you'll get invited to our events. This QR code is for our website. It's the number 1 FNKO.com. So I really encourage you guys to check that out. And yes, I know, guys, I'm still so behind. I need to update these things. I need help. If anyone's out there and you're a social media guru, I mean, I like to think I am too, but you know, time and just like making that time is tough sometimes. Anyway, this first performance by Charlie V is a song that always reminds me of a certain movie. And I'm wondering if you guys will think of that same movie as well, and that same movie scene. But yeah, I'm just gonna let Charlie do his thing here. So let me share my screen with you guys. And also, let me know if there's any technical difficulties. I just want to put it out there. You know, we are virtual. We are at the beck and call of technology sometimes. So just let me know if there's any issues, and I'll try to take care of it quickly, all right? So here is Charlie's video. Scroll that, move that down here. All right, and this is Charlie V singing and playing 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton.
Walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, making my way still need you, and I still miss you. And now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time would pass us by? And you know I'm over 1,000 miles. If I could just see you, if I could just hold you tonight.
All right. So that was Charlie V. You get a sneak peek at what is next. But that was Charlie V doing 1,000 Miles or 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. Up next, as you guys got a glimpse of it, it's me. And I'm actually singing a song that's originally written by Hillsong. And it's a song called So Will I, and then in parentheses, 100 billion times, right? And I'm actually singing a version more closer to the version that Tori Kelly sang. I don't know if you guys know Tori Kelly, but yeah, Tori Kelly, you know, she got popular off of YouTube, you know, during that the early ages, not the very first wave of YouTubers, but the early ages of YouTube. And then Tori Kelly, you know, she got onto, I think it was American Idol. I'm not sure how far she actually got. If you actually watched that season, let me know. I'm interested. But yeah, but Tori Kelly, you know, she's still been doing her thing, and then she's traveling around. I saw that she, you know, had recently, like last year or last year, performed in Oakland, and I was tempted to go, and you know, I checked out the tickets, but it was like $200 for like the lowest, cheapest seats, you know, and I was like, I don't know, $200 is a lot of money, so I was like, never mind. But yeah, Tori Kelly, she's actually a Christian, so she sang this song. But yeah, this song, the writers, you know, they talked about, they had a lot of lyrics that they wanted to get in there. And that's the thing about songwriting is, and just writing in general, is like knowing how to edit down, right? Because it's really tough. Like your first time, it's almost like you're just brain dumping and you're writing, and then you have to edit that down to really refine it and keep editing it, so that, you know, whoever's listening or your audience, you know, can understand it, connect with it, whatever. But anyway, I will just go ahead and play this video for you guys. Once again, this is Melody Gawliu, yours truly, singing a cover of a song called So Will I. Here we go.
God of creation, there at the start, before the beginning of time. With no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and fleshed out the wonder of life. And as you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born. In the vapor of your breath, the planets form. If the stars were made to worship, so will I can see your heart in everything you've made. Every burning star, a signal fire of grace. If creation sings your praises, so will I. speak in vain, no syllable empty or void. For once you have spoken, all nature and science follow the sound of your voice. And as you speak, 100 billion creatures catch your breath, evolving in pursuit of what you said. If it all reveals your nature, so will I can see your heart in everything you say. Every painted sky, a canvas of your grace. If creation still obeys you, so will I. The stars were made to worship, so will I. If the mountains bow in reverence, so will I. If the oceans roar your greatness, so will I. For if everything exists to lift you high, the wind goes where you send it, so will I. If the rocks cry out in silence, so will I. The sun and all our praises still falls shine, then we'll sing again 100 billion times. God of salvation, you chase down my heart through all of my failure and pride. On a hill you created, the light of the world, abandoned in darkness to die. And as you speak, 100 billion failures disappear. Where you lost your life, so I could find it here. If you left the grave behind you, so will I can see your heart in everything you've done. Every part designed in a work of art called love. If you gladly chose surrender, so will I can see your heart in a billion different ways. Every precious one, a child you died to save. If you gave your life to love them, so will like you would again 100 billion times. But what measure could amount to your desire? You're the one who never leaves the one behind.
right, guys. So that was me. Um, a lot of people commenting on my hair, which was pretty funny. Yes, my hair is not usually down. And my hair is actually pretty long and it is thick. Um, and I always say when people go, "Oh, I like your hair," I'm like, "Oh, thanks, I grew it myself." um, but anyways, I usually don't have my hair down because I feel like it gets in the way a lot. But I don't want short hair because I feel like that gets in the way. So I like to just kind of keep it up. And you know, I like my baby hair. The other day, my baby hair was like running wild. And actually today, while I'm getting this next video prepared for you guys, I don't know if you guys had saw. Actually, okay, let's see. What's the date, Eric? You're gonna have to remind me. Eric Grievous, who's one of the performers you'll see in a little bit here, and I are actually going to be interviewed on a podcast by the Lunchtime Crew. I think that's what they're called. I'll get that date for you guys, but I hope that you guys will watch it and come support us. It's going to be on a Wednesday at noontime. I'll give you guys more of that information, but they just want to interview me because of the things that I do, like FNKO, but other, you know, community events, especially for the Asian American Pacific Islander community. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. For now, I want to let you guys hear this next song by an FNKOer who, oops, hold on a second, whoops, who's been with us for quite some time. Her name is Tracy Ma, and I always love her videos, you know, and how even though you know, a lot of the songs that she does have this like really strong message. Sometimes it's presented in a very playful way, which I think is great. You know, it's a way, a different way to receive those messages sometimes, right? Because if you're just serious, sometimes people tune that out, or if you're just messing around, people tune that out. But having that balance is great. So this song that Tracy's going to present tonight is a song by an artist called D.P.R. Ian. He's actually an Australian Korean, and we know like Tracy usually like she loves that Korean music and all this stuff. All right, but the song is called "Scaredy Cat," and it's actually about someone who lives with anxiety while people don't understand what he's going through. And the original, she says, the original music video is really good, so please check out DPR. I do want to just, you know, touch a little more on what she's talking about in this song. Someone who lives with anxiety, but people don't understand what they're going through. You know, I think that happens a lot to a lot of people, including myself. You know, sometimes like anxiety or it's depression or something. And sometimes like, you know, people, they don't know, like they don't know how to help you. They don't know how to support you. I actually just had a long conversation on the phone with my friend last night, and just sharing like a lot of times people feel helpless, like they want to help you but they don't know how. And I think one of the best ways that I've found like to support other people or to feel supported is just listening, you know, just spending that time listening to them. You don't have to have the right words. You don't, you know, you don't have to be their savior and make them feel all better, but just being present, you know, being there for them. That's what's important. Maybe you don't understand. Maybe you can't empathize because you haven't been there, right? Or you don't have that capacity for whatever reason. That's okay. But, you know, trying your best to be there however you can in your own unique way, right? For some people, they do have those magic words, right? Some people, they're good at giving gifts. Some people, you know, use music to help soothe their soul and other people's soul. That's one of the things, like, why we're here at FNKO, right? But each person is made uniquely, so don't think like, oh, that person, the way they talk and, you know, help people, like I want to be that person. That might not be your gifting. Maybe you could work on it, but maybe not. Maybe your gifting is literally physically just sitting there with that person, and I think that's great. I just want to bring attention to that awareness about that. You know, like we should be caring for each other. But, you know, sometimes we have these expectations as a person who wants to receive care, like, oh, they should make me feel better. But putting your happiness on somebody else, like, that's really an unrealistic thing, right? Like, unrealistic expectation to put on somebody else. but as the person who's trying to help them out, right? Having that expectation that you're going to save them as well. Like, you may not. They may not feel better, but at least they'll know you care, right? So anyway, all right, I'm going to get off my little soapbox. Thanks for listening. So up next, I'm going to share with you guys Tracy Ma's video, a cover of Scaredy Cat. All right, here we go.
I think I'm scared of all the signs. Don't ever leave me alone at night. I think I'm scared, I don't know why. Just leave the lights on and close the blinds, because I'm a scaredy cat. Please, no more heart attacks, because I'm a scaredy cat. Please, no more heart attacks. I think I'm scared, I have no time. I scream out loud just to see if I'm alive. I think I'm scared, I don't know why. So leave the lights on, I'll stay inside, because I'm a scaredy cat. Please, no more heart attacks, because I'm a scaredy cat. Please, no more heart attacks. Dial 911, I'm calling from under my bed. It's hard to breathe when you're not there. I find everything a nightmare. Sometimes I know you don't care, but I feel like I'm disappearing in a hole, and nobody will know, nobody will go, except when I'm with you. Sitting in my room alone, and nobody will know, nobody will go, except when I'm with you. Why does no one understand when I say I am just a friend? Why does no one lend a hand when I say I will drift away? And there are clouds in the skies, and I'm always terrified they might just rain on me. I'm losing my mind, but I think I'll be alright. Just hold my hand, you'll see. Because I'm a scaredy cat. Please, no more heart attacks. Because I'm a scaredy cat. Please, no more heart attacks. I know that you think I'm a scaredy cat. Please, no more heart attacks. Because I'm a scaredy cat. Please, no more heart attacks.
All right. That was a great, great video. It was so much fun. I'm just like sitting here. I don't know about you guys. I'm just like nodding along. Like it's a great video. Thanks, Tracy. I was like half expecting like someone to appear in the background, like like running through the grass or just like peering through. I was about to get scared. Thanks for sharing that, Tracy. Up next, we have Mayan Fan, and actually, this is the first time that she is showing a video with her singing and playing guitar. I know that she picked up the guitar recently, or re-picked it up. Maybe I think she played before and then has been practicing more. So I'm just like super excited, and want to encourage everybody else to definitely show some love. We always want to show our FNKO love to people. She chose this song. It's called Broken Vessels. And she said that she decided to choose this song because it reminds her how God uses broken people to be the vessels of His love and for it to shine out to other people, everywhere on earth, and to show who He is, And I can totally attest to that, like it's funny. A lot of times people think that my life I don't know where they get this idea, but they think my life is like perfect. And I'm like, have you ever talked with me or heard me talk about things? You know, like, far from it, right? But I think that's the beauty of it all, right? That our lives don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. If there's something that you don't like about yourself, you know, um, like, if you really think it's something that's unhealthy or something not good, like, change it, right? But, you know, just thinking about who you are, who you're created to be, like, you know, embrace that, right? And if you think you could get, you know, to the next level and, you know, be a better version of you, like, totally, I'm on board with that. I'm supporting you. I'll be your cheerleader. um, but, you know, like, being a broken person, someone who's not perfect, whose life, you know, there's the peaks and the valleys, like, that's fine. That means you're living your life, right? And that, you know, that's a part of life, is like making mistakes at times, or whatever it is, like, that happens in your life. um, we can't control what happens to us in life, but what we can control is how we respond to those things, right? And for me, I always have my hope, and that's why I'm always able to smile and do all these things. You know, like, my hope is in God, but, you know, I don't know what your hope is in, right? But there's always something, you know, like, that can bring a smile to you. Like, you can always switch your perspective, reframe things, you know. But anyway, once again, this song is called Broken Vessels, and this is Mayan Fan and her guitar. So let's show her some love. Here we go. Let me share my screen with you guys. All right.
All these pieces, broken and scattered, in mercy gathered, mended and whole, empty-handed, but not forsaken. I've been set free. I've been set free. Oh, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, oh, I was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, I can see you now. Oh, I can see the love in your eyes, laying yourself down, raising up the broken to love. Take our failures, you take our weakness. You set your treasures in jars of clay. So take this heart, Lord, I'll be your vessel, the world to see your life in me. Oh, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves a wretch like me. Oh, oh, I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, I can see you now. Oh, I can see the love raising up the broken to
All right. I can't stop the videos fast enough to stop it from giving you guys a sneak preview. All right, so that was Mayan Fan, her singing Broken Vessels. And up next is a new FNKO. I'm super excited because she's like one of my closest friends. The next performer we have is Lauren Ng. And I'm just super excited because I've been actually working with her on this song that she's going to present to you guys today. It's a song called Breakaway. You guys know that song? No, maybe. It's actually some little tidbits for you guys. It's actually originally written by Avril Lavigne. Did you know that? But it was given to Kelly Clarkson instead. For whatever reason, Avril Lavigne didn't want the song, didn't want it on her album. So instead, Kelly Clarkson took it, and it's become, you know, this like great sing-along kind of song. I just picture if we were live at FNKO, everybody would be singing along with Lauren as she's performing this. But I want to give you guys a little background for Lauren. She is one of 10 kids, right? The oldest of them. And, you know, like, for me, I was just really excited when I was talking to her because she would come to some of our FNKOs, like the live version, and she's been to, I think, pretty much every single virtual version since we started, like, over a year ago. And, we were talking about it, and she had told me, like, I've been thinking and like really thinking about it, like I really want to perform at FNKO someday. And I was like, dude, like, why wait? Just do it, like, what are you waiting for? And then we had this long talk about it. And FNKO is a place for people, to feel safe, to feel encouraged, right, when they're performing, that they're not going to be they're free of anyone's judgments. We're all here to support one another. And this song, Breakaway, is just like about that. It's about a person breaking away from, their old life, or breaking away from people's opinions of them, people's thoughts of them, especially the negative ones, right? That, a lot of times when people have these, like, negative opinions that they share with us, or these thoughts about us, whatever, like, it starts putting these, like, little bricks up on this wall that holds us back from doing things that we want to do or that we feel called to do. I'm right now, I'm like talking about myself too. I'm just like, yeah, but what we have to do is, like, be here, and that's why FNKO's community is so great. Like, be here for each other, to encourage each other. Like, don't put each other down. If someone, wants to, I don't know, become a basketball player, like, encourage them to go practice. Maybe they won't get to be in the NBA or WNBA, but why stop their dreams? Why stomp on them? You can help them with a dose of reality sometimes, but at the same time, like, we should be in the business of trying to encourage each other, right? And so when I was talking with Lauren, she was saying, like, this song is like an anthem song. It's to her, when she was singing this song and preparing for it, she just felt herself, wanting to use this song as, like, a way to find her voice. Isn't it? It is funny, right? Like, finding her voice through singing, finding herself, letting herself free, like, just like, yeah, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do things, I'm not gonna let things hold me back, let other people's opinions of me keep me in this, like, little box anymore. Like, I'm gonna be set free, I'm gonna go out there. And so anyway, when you're listening to this song, let's give Lauren, our first time FNKO or performer, because she's been in the FNKO community for a while, but as a performer, this is her first time. Let's give her a warm FNKO welcome, show her some love. Here we go. Hold on a second. All right. Here is Lauren Ng singing a cover of Breakaway.
Grew up in a small town, and when the rain would fall down, I just stare out my window, dreaming of what could be. And if I'd end up happy, I would pray, trying hard to reach out, but when I tried to speak out, felt like no one could hear me. Wanted to belong here, something felt so wrong here, so I prayed I could break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. Gotta make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun, but I won't forget all the ones that I love. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Da-dum-da-da, da-dum-da-da, da-dum-da-da-da-da. Wanna feel the warm breeze, sleep under a palm tree, feel the rush of the ocean. Get aboard a fast train, travel on a jet plane far away, and break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. Gotta make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun, but I won't forget all the ones that I love. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Buildings with 100 floors, swinging round revolving doors. Maybe I don't know where they'll take me, but gotta keep moving on, fly away, break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly, though it's not easy to tell you goodbye. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun, but I won't forget the place I come from. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Break away. Break away.
All right. Great job, Lauren. Once again, that's our first time FNKOer. And just to plug some of FNKO, remember that FNKO, we're non-professionals, we're creatives. Oh, sorry, that's my alarm. It's telling me to stop eating. Okay. But yeah, at FNKO, it's people who just have a passion, especially when it comes to music. In the future, we're going to try to add some artists and crafters for some other events. And if you have any ideas for events, let me know. But FNKO is just a place, it's not a talent show, right? It's more of a passion show. We're just trying to show each other, like, this is what I love to do. This is who I am. Everybody has a different reason for wanting to perform at FNKO, but you could be next, Once again, it's a safe place for people to perform because we're just here to support one another. This world would definitely be a better place if we were all looking out for each other, right? You know what I mean? So the next performer is actually Eric Grievous, and he's going to be performing a cover of Change the World, the version by Eric Clapton. And this song, as I was saying, right, the world would be a better place if we looked out for each other more. In this song, the person is talking about like, you know, if I could change the world. The song is actually more geared towards like he wants to prove his love for somebody else. By if he could change the world, he'd do all these things to show that person like how much he loves her, right? um, but I think that for all of us, if you were given the opportunity to change the world, would you do it? Would you step up to that plate? Would you do that? How are you making an impact in the people who are around you? How are you making an impact on the community around you? That's one of my goals in my life, is to keep on, till the day I die, keep on striving to bring together communities, to bring together people. Make sure people don't ever feel like they're forgotten, that they're alone, because you're not alone, right? There's so many people around you, and there's people who care, but you may not realize it. So I want you to know right now, like, you are loved, you are cared for, and I think that we just kind of have to have that mindset. How can we care for those who are around us? Anyways, this song is just a really like cool song. I love it. I love the way that Eric brings some soul into this song. I do want to give a shameless plug though for Eric and his business that he just recently reopened. A couple years ago, I think in 2017, him and his brother Glenn. Glenn was, one of our FNKOers, and he passed away a couple months ago. And we still think about him. His, memory, who he was, like, still impacts us to this day. But him and Eric, these two brothers, back in 2017, created this business, and it was a pop-up shop for, wait for it, chicken wings. Yep. And what they did was they married this American classic, like snack food, with Filipino flavors, guys. And I gotta tell you, dude, the kare kare, oh my gosh, the peanut butter sauce wings are like amazing. So if you guys are on Instagram, be sure, or even Facebook, they do have a page, but it's Eat PI Wings, right? So that's at Eat PI Wings. You gotta check them out. I don't know when's next. Oh, the next time he's popping up is May 23rd, I believe. And I'll let Eric remind me where it's gonna be, and then I'll let you guys know. I know you guys got to try it. They have kare kare chicken wings. They have sinigang chicken wings, arroz caldo, sisig, like these different flavors that remind you of the Philippines flavors. All right. Okay. Anyways, without further ado, here's the next song, the performance by Eric. Eric Grievous. Let me share my screen. Sorry, I always tell you guys I'm going to share my screen just so you know what I'm doing. All right, here we go. This is Eric, and he's singing Change the World.
If I could reach the stars, pull one down for you, shine it on my heart, so you could see the truth, that this love I have inside, everything it seems, but for now I find lonely in my dreams. If I could change the world, said I would be a sunlight in your universe, you would think my love was really something good, baby. If I could change the world.
Wow, that was so quick. I didn't expect him to change it so fast. I forgot. Wasn't that great? I love that song, and yeah, I would totally be singing along with him in person too. That would be fun. Next up, you guys got that glimpse of it, Serena Zen, and she's going to be performing a song called "Only Hope" by the version by Mandy Moore. It's actually originally written by Switchfoot, and it was performed. Let me see. In the movie, not The Notebook, A Walk to Remember, right? And Mandy Moore sang it at some talent show, and then the boy in it like kissed her after. It was like, oh, but this song, actually, it's not about only hope being like love in another person, like that romantic love. Like the song is actually about finding your only hope in God, right? But that's what's great about music, right? Is that songs can be left up to interpretation, even if the songwriter had a particular idea in their mind of why they're writing it, who they're writing it to, like the message behind it. When you're listening to it, you're like, wait, this is how this relates to me. This is how I experience this song. And I love that about music, don't you? So, anyway, listen up for Serena. Love her voice, such power. And I do want to also shout out for Serena. She has made it a point to, like, that's her goal for this past year is to submit a video for FNKO, like at least one for every time we have the event. So great job, Serena. You're doing it so far. And I want to challenge anyone out there who's listening right now. Maybe you could be next. Remember, this is a place for you to, we're building our confidence. We're building our confidence and our identity. We're working on our talents and our gifts. But we're just mainly sharing what we love to do. We're sharing pieces of ourselves with each other. So don't be afraid, It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to have like a whole production when you're submitting the videos online. As you saw my video, I was just in the bathroom, you know. So anyway, if you guys, I want to challenge you guys, think about performing at FNKO for one of the next ones. If you want help, like vocal, or some people to perform, music for you, you need that background. But if you're just even interested, you're just thinking about it, even just a little bit, contact me. Let's chat. I'll help you think it through. All right. So anyway, here we go. This is Serena, and she is singing "Only Hope," the version by Mandy Moore.
There's a song that's inside of my soul. It's the one that I've tried to write over and over again. I'm awake in the infinite cold, but you sing to me over and over and over again. So I lay my head back down, and I lift my hands and pray to be only yours. I pray to be only yours. I know now you're my only hope. Sing to me the song of the stars, of your galaxy dancing and laughing again. When it feels like my dreams are so far, sing to me of the plans that you have for me over again. So I lay my head back down, to be only yours. I know now you're my only hope. I give you my destiny. I'm giving you all of me. I want your symphony, singing in all that I am. At the top of my lungs, I'm giving it all I have. My head back down, and I lift my hands and pray to be only yours. I pray to be only yours. I pray to be only yours. I know now you're my only hope.
People are so fast with their buttons. All right. Great job, Serena. Wow, it was so beautiful, like hauntingly beautiful. You guys know what I mean? I put there in the chat, like, I feel like my soul is crying. It's so beautiful. Great job, Serena. This next performer is another one of our veteran FNKOers. His name is Kevin Wong. I don't know if he wants to use like the pen name of KW, but I like to call him Kevin Wong. And he's actually going to be performing his version of "Everywhere" by Michelle Branch. I gotta say that Michelle Branch, she's like an amazing writer, amazing performer and singer, really inspirational. She started writing when she was like really, really young, and this song she actually wrote when she was like 15, I think. Like that's when she originally wrote the song, but at some point when she had a producer, she edited this original song. And just a plug for the writers out there, keep writing, and remember that it's okay to go back to songs and rewrite it later on. Like that's totally okay. But yeah, this song is called "Everywhere," and I always remember, like long time ago, Michelle Branch actually came to San Francisco and performed for free in Stern Grove, and I had debated on going to go watch it, and then I made the dumb decision to not. I think I was like feeling too busy or whatever. But that was before she was like super famous. But anyway, she's a great singer-songwriter. And actually, so is Kevin. He performed an original song a couple times ago, and we keep trying to encourage each other. We have actually this group. I've been calling it FNKO Creatives Co-op, where we try to check in to see what projects people are working on or how people are doing. A lot of times it's us just like hanging out and chatting, but sometimes we get into really in-depth conversations, or we're sharing about projects. Because one of the things that I realize is that with creatives, it's nice to be in creative circles, like being in a community of other creative people, because when creative people get together, there's more creativity that's like starts bubbling, right? Like you're sharing your ideas, and the other person like starts feeling like, I have some ideas now, and then you kind of swap ideas. Or when you're sharing, the other person, like usually like other creatives, like they get really excited for you, and they want to be a part of just encouraging you, or even be a part of it. So anyway, I had created this thing called Creatives Co-op, and we're still, it's in the testing phase, and we're trying to see like what it's going to be like and how to open it up to other people. But anyway, it's always great talking with Kevin. Him and I have some great conversations about music, about life and things. But he is a great singer, songwriter, and musician, and you'll, if you've seen his other videos, like a great video and audio producer as well. So here we go. Here's Kevin singing "Everywhere" by Michelle Branch.
out so I can see the part of you that's drifting over me. When I wake, you're never there. But when I sleep, you're everywhere. You're everywhere. Just tell me how I got this far. Tell me why you're here and who you are. 'Cause every time I look, you're never there. And every time I sleep, you're always there. 'Cause you're everywhere to me. When I close my eyes, it's you I see. Everything I know that makes me believe I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I recognize the way you make me feel. It's hard to think that you might not be real. I sense it now, the water is getting deep. I try to wash the pain away from me. 'Cause you're everywhere to me. When I close my eyes, it's you I see. Through everything I know that makes me believe I'm not alone. I'm not alone. When I touch your hand, then I understand the beauty that's within. It's now that we begin. You always light my way. Hope there never comes a day. No matter where I go, I always feel you so. 'Cause you're everywhere to me. When I close my eyes, it's you I see. You're everything I know that makes me believe I'm not alone. 'Cause you're everywhere to me. When I catch my breath, it's you I breathe. You're everything I know that makes me believe I'm not alone. You're in everyone I see. So tell me, do you see me?
All right. Wow, great job, Kevin. I just always love his videos. It's so well produced, and I'm always like, oh man, like I feel inspired, and then I keep practicing my songs, and then I keep practicing, and then I record my videos like at the last minute, and I'm just like, I could do so much more, like Kevin, like actually like producing and editing the audio. Great job, great work. So up next we have it's me. This song that I have for you guys is a song that I've been holding in my queue. I actually have a YouTube playlist on my personal YouTube called Future FNKO. So it's like these songs that I want to someday perform at FNKO. And then I realized, like, with this virtual world, I was like, oh man, I could be like, Charlie. Like, Charlie's just been like hammering out song after song after song and just recording. So he has all these songs, that he could send at any point. Instead of just like doing it one by one, but like when you feel inspired, just record it and just do it, right? And that's one of my new mottos in life is If two, just do. Like if it only takes you 2 minutes to do something, just do it. It's basically that I guess mindset that, like, just do something. It doesn't have to be perfect. Especially if it doesn't take that long, it doesn't take that much effort or work. Like, just do it. Don't stop yourself, because you may never get to it. But also, like, when you have things in your mind that you are like waiting to do, it like just weighs down your mind, right? So just get out there and do it. So I'm telling myself, okay, Melody, like, let's record ahead of time, let's play these songs. But I had also told myself, I really wanted to work on my guitar playing more, because I was like, a lot of my songs are just me strumming. So that's why the first song that you heard tonight that I played, the song So Will I, there's like finger picking in it, and this song, one, I'm working on my guitar skills, but two, I also wanted to work on my runs. If you know Tori Kelly, that's what this next song is. It's by Tori Kelly. Actually, I take that back. It's not actually by Tori Kelly. It's actually by Ed Sheeran. And rumor has it that Ed Sheeran regrets giving it to Tori Kelly, but he knew that he couldn't do it enough justice like the way that Tori would do it. The original recording is both of them singing together, but she basically sings it, at her concerts every now and then. But Tori Kelly, one of the things that is her signature, I guess, about her voice, is that she does a lot of runs, like a lot of runs. She's just like run. And she has like a lot of vibrato and runs while she has vibrato. So it's pretty amazing. So I wanted to stretch myself and try some of that, but still, trying to keep it me, because I'm not known for like running all the time. Just runs here and there, vibrato, very like specific places. So anyways, this song is written by Ed Sheeran, but it's Tori Kelly's song. So let me share my screen with you guys. And this song, it's called I Was Made for Loving You. And, for me personally, I don't think that I was created just to love, like one particular person, and like that's the whole reason why I was created and put on this earth, that, oh, it's just to find that true love and your life is complete. I don't believe that that's the point, I think there's so much more to this life than that. I think it's great when people have that significant other, totally. But like loving people, loving community, all this stuff, like, that's a lot of what life is to me. So anyway, here is this song by yours truly.
A dangerous plan, just this time. A stranger's hand clutched in mine. I'll take this chance, so call me blunt. I've been waiting all my life. Please don't scar this young heart. Just take my hand. I was made for loving you, even though we may be hopeless hearts just passing through. Every bone screaming, I don't know what we should do. All I know is, darling, I was made for loving you. Hold me close through the night. Don't let me go. We'll be alright. Touch my soul and hold it tight. I've been waiting all my life. I know is, darling, I was made for loving you. Please don't go. I've been waiting so long. Oh, you don't even know me at all, but I was made for loving you. I was made for loving you. Even though we may be hopeless hearts just passing through, every bone screaming, I don't know what we should do. All I know is, darling, I was made for loving you. I was made for loving you. Even though we may be hopeless hearts just passing through, every bone screaming, I don't know what we should do. All I know is, darling, I was made for loving you.
All right. So that was me performing Tori Kelly's song, I Was Made for Loving You. And once again, you know, FNKO is a great way, like, to have this goal, right? Like, especially when it comes to music, a goal for yourself. Like, okay, the next FNKO actually is coming up in June. Let me see, what's the date again? June 26th, right? The next FNKO is coming up June 26th. I want to record a song. I want to work on XYZ. So I'm going to keep practicing, right? Because I think, honestly, for myself, if it wasn't for FNKO, I probably wouldn't be practicing much or playing much. Because it's hard to, like, you know, like, so a lot of times you're like busy in your head. That's what I like to say. Like, a lot of times people are like busy in their head. Because they're like, oh, I'm too busy to do this, too busy to do that. And yet I find myself, you know, like, I have this game I play on my phone. You know, I have all these other things that, you know, I use my time on. So it's not that I'm just like busy. Like, I could make time for things if I wanted to, right? So anyway, a lot of times I'm like, okay, Melody, stop being busy in your head. You know, you just gotta make the time, set that priority, and just do it, right? So anyways, that was me setting that priority of trying to work on my guitar skills, but also working on you know, just my runs and singing. And so, like I said, like, you know, we really want to encourage you guys out there, you know, to take some time and feed your creativity, feed your soul, right, by expressing yourself. Here it's through music. We also have spoken word at times, and poetry. We haven't had much of that, you know, in a little while. So maybe you're going to be the person to bring back some spoken word or poetry, or singing, or just playing an instrument. But like I said, as you saw, like, who was it earlier? Like Serena. You know, she was singing, but she and Lauren and actually Tracy, they're singing. They're not playing instruments. They actually were just using soundtracks. And so, if you need help with that, but you want to perform but don't know how to do all the producing, just contact me and I'll help you out. Or I got some friends who can help you out. All right. June 26th is our next one. Up next, we have. Oh, this is actually another new FNKO, or this is his first time submitting something. He actually is one of Eric and Glenn's friends. And Glenn was really trying to talk with this next performer, Mike Leary, to perform at FNKO sometime, and he actually was able to submit something. And it's a song that was popularized by the group 112. Do you guys know 112? Their songs, like, back in the 90s, early 2000s, like Cupid, one of my favorite songs. But this is also another one of my favorite songs that they popularized. It's a song called Cry On, like cry on. and it was actually written by a gospel group called Commissioned. I do want to give this disclaimer. Mike is recording in the car while he's driving, so it's like one of those, like, almost like, shoot, what's that guy's name who does music videos while singing in the car with people? Like, it's like a karaoke kind of thing that they're doing together. But just want to put a disclaimer out there. Please drive safely, everybody. And of course, we all sing in the car, so that's cool, but just be careful, right? All right. So without further ado, I really love this song. Let's give Mike also a warm FNKO welcome as his first time performing with us. I know he's watched a couple of our FNKOs. But yeah, let's welcome him in. Here we go. Hold on a second. Oops. I'm going to rewind this and share my screen with you guys. This is Mike singing Cry On.
When your burden seem to weigh you down, oh, the road, it seems too far to carry on. Oh yeah, yeah. Just look to the hills, you will find your help is coming from the Lord. Hold on, even when you feel you can't go on, and even if you have to moan, yeah, to the Lord. Cry on, God understands your tears. He knows how much that you can bear. Faintest cry you hear.
Oh, I was still muted. Okay. So that was Mike. Like I said, it was his first time. He's a first-time FNKOer, although if you've watched, and as you're watching right now, I consider you part of our FNKO community. But of course, it's different when you're actually performing. So great job, Mike. Like, your voice, just really throws me back into those like wonderful vocals from the 90s, like that R&B. I miss that, like that soul that was in the music. A lot of times the stuff I hear on the radio, it's like, oh man, it's all like cookie cutter, and like, where's the soul in the music? It's just like a lot of songs nowadays are just like fun songs, or I don't know, the things they talk about sometimes. But I really love when people really like, you can see their passion just like kind of like flowing through their voice and the things that they're doing. The next one we have for you guys is whoa, I'm talking a lot. Hold on, let me get some water. Maybe you should get some water. All right, I have to stay hydrated, guys. You should stay hydrated too. It's good for your skin, it's good for your throat. As a random tip for any of you singers out there, even the closet singers, or should I say car singers, bathroom singers, shower singers, drink water. And usually you want to have, if you're drinking water, drinking anything, you want it to be warm, especially if you're about to sing, because when you drink cold water, it shocks your vocal folds. People mistakenly call them cords, but it's actually folds, right? Like these folds of skin. So if you drink something cold, it shocks it, and when you shock it, just like your muscles, right? It like shrinks up, and so it'll tighten up your muscles and make it harder for you to sing. So trying to drink something warm before you sing, but not warm milk. Actually, you want to stay away from dairy products because it produces too much saliva. But you also want to stay away from caffeine products like coffee, tea, because those things actually dry out your throat. The caffeine dries out your throat, dries out your vocal folds, and makes it harder for you to sing as well. So you want to have it like nice and warm and, you know, like tender. That's a weird word for it, but you guys know what I mean. All right, so next up we have Davina Lowe, another one of our veteran FNKOers. We This song is called Peace, and it's by Young and Free. And Young and Free, Hillsong Young and Free. And this was a song that she had done maybe towards more of the beginning of the pandemic. But they're in a backyard, they're outdoors, and she's singing while her buddies are playing the guitar and cajon. Do you guys know what the cajon is? It basically looks like a box, and you sit on it, and then you just hit the box. Anyways, so yeah, here's Davina and her buddies. My screen for you guys. There we go. Haha. I caught it fast enough, guys. I've been like struggling to like catch the stop button in time before the next video, before there's a spoiler alert, you know what I mean? Anyway, that was Davina Lowe and her buddies. Man, I gotta say, I put in the comments there, like, I miss singing with people, and I miss singing with Davina. We used to join together on, I think it was Mondays, for this thing called the Annex Worship. where just a bunch of us would jam together, church songs, but it was just fun to jam and sing along, harmonizing, playing along together. Like, those were the days, guys. I miss that. I want to try this new function in Facebook. Facebook and Zoom updated their stuff for us. So I'm going to try this. There's a poll that I'm actually going to put up for you guys. And I'm wondering if it's showing. Alright, so there's a poll. It should show up on your screen at some point. But I'm just asking you guys, what kind of FNKO merchandise would you like to see? T-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, other things. Comment and let me know what you would like to see. This was a t-shirt that I designed and was testing out because I found this new company through my kuya Dex. Shout out, his name is, I guess his foreman's name is Dex Beats. I don't know if you guys know him. He was from a group, or not, he was, but still is, a group called LMNOP, or Alemnop is also how they call themselves. But yeah, he showed me this company. It's pretty cool. So I designed this, and I have other designs in my mind. But basically, instead of me having to like pre-order like 200 t-shirts, keep it in my house and all this stuff, instead, like I could put up like 1,000,000 designs if I wanted to, and then you guys could choose which shirts or whatever other merchandise you want, and they'll do it like per order. So I don't have to hold on to all of it. You guys get lots of different designs to choose from, or different merchandise to choose from. So I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, if you guys could vote there, that would be great, just for me to know what you guys want to see. Or if you have other ideas, like I'm always looking for more ideas. I love being creative. I love creating like marketing things. I love social media stuff. So let me know if you want to help me out. I'd always appreciate it. Let me know on that too. Okay, so we have 2 more, guys. Are you still with me here? Hope so. We have 2 more performances, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying the night so far. I do want to say, like, tomorrow's Mother's Day, so I want to say, can you see my finger? Happy Mother's Day to all of you guys. Not just moms, not just women are moms. I actually wished my dad I told him, thanks for being a great dad mom. Because he's been my rock throughout my whole life. If you guys remember the early days of FNKO, if you were with me for the first 8-9 years, you'll remember my dad being at every single one and helping lug all the gear, helping clean up, helping record. He's a super dad, he's a super mom, he's just a super dude, and I always appreciate him. It's people like him, like why I can do the things that I do, that I have this great support. And we hope that you guys will feel that you have that support here at FNKO as well, and through me especially, because I learned it from my dad. I'm pointing over there because he's over there, he's like watching. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Oh right, happy Mother's Day to everybody. It's tomorrow. But yeah, tonight, the next performance we have, like throughout the night I realized, like when I was curating, the playlist for tonight, I was like, whoa dude, is it like a 90s, early 2000s throwback night? Like maybe we should do that sometime, like actually have like some theme nights. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comments. But I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, that would be fun. Like a lot of the songs were from the early 90s or 2000s, right? We have 112, the song Cry On. We have Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles, right? We have Michelle Branch, Everywhere, right? Only Hope, the Mandy Moore version, and like all these different things, like, yeah. And I was like, huh, especially because this next performance is actually going to be, ready? 90s jams. And this is actually another video by Charlie of Victoria, one of our veteran FNKOers. He used to be, busking or doing some open mics all around. And yeah, So he created these like set lists, and this is a 90s jams, and I thought, oh, what a great way to start like ending the night and start sending you out. We have two more Charlie's and then one more special one to end the night. But I felt like these 90 jams, right? Like 90s jams, especially that R&B stuff, like it's nice to listen to at nighttime. You know, you're just like sitting there vibing, right? Anyways, let me get this video ready for you guys, and I'll start letting you listen in. Once again, this is Charlie B with a couple songs, 90s jams. Here we go. crazy? Like, Charlie, you got some mad skills, and you already know this. I don't want to blow up your head, but you already know. You know, like, it's so inspirational to see you do your thing, right? One of the cool conversations we had during the Creatives Co-op, you know, this space that I created just for some creatives within our FNKO community to share and to chat, pick each other's brains and encourage one another. Charlie was sharing like how he started doing that rhythmic stuff that he does on the guitar. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but like he moves his fingers so fast, like that stuff, right? And he was basically saying like, you know, just trying to imitate different rhythms, different instruments like percussion and stuff like that. And wow, it's like so inspirational, you know, makes me want to go play my guitar right now. And that's our hope for all of you guys, that as you're watching, you feel inspired to go be creative, to go play your guitar, play your piano, go play on some pots and pans or something, you know. But what was really cool about that video just now, well, one, I mean, I love 90s throwback songs like all the time. I grew up in that era, right? Like I remember still sitting at the tape, you know, like at your boom box, you're listening to the radio, you have your fingers on record and play at the same time so that you can record the song that you want, and then you're hoping that the DJ doesn't talk in the middle of your recording, you know. But not only that, but also, you know, Charlie's got some beatboxing going on at the same time. He's, you know, like playing different instruments using his voice as well, but also the skills and the percussion that he's using. And so, you know, it's just amazing. I know that at one of our Creatives Co-op meetings or hangouts, you know, they actually, no, it was on a chat, but they were talking about using a looper. If you guys don't know what a looper is, Ed Sheeran uses it a lot, where basically you can record yourself like playing a certain lick, like on your guitar, playing something, then you can sing something, and it'll just keep looping that thing over and over, right? But like, look at Charlie. Like, he doesn't need that looper because, you know, like he's just got all these things going on, and he fills up that space. He's a one-man band. He said, "Oh, you flatter me, Mel. Oh, stop." Whenever people do that, I'm thinking like this: "Oh, you're flattering me. Stop, stop." Anyways, all right. So we have come to the end of the night. We have one more song for you guys. If you guys didn't hit up that poll just yet, let us know what kind of merchandise you would like to see. I'm trying to raise funds here, so it's over there. I don't know if you guys could see that up there. We're trying to raise funds so that we can improve FNKO. A couple of us are going to try out this new venue out in Walnut Creek's downtown. It's like a super beautiful downtown. I love going out there to eat, especially like ice cream, and they got some crazy like super good fried cheese curds. Like, it's amazing. I'm like hungry thinking about it. But Walnut Creek downtown actually opened these like little mini stages. So it's not an actual elevated stage. It's just basically like these open spaces that people who are local performers can rent out, reserve, so that they can perform there. They can get money, but they don't have electricity. So I'm trying to raise up some funds. Like, part of the funds I'm trying to raise up so that we could purchase like a little battery pack or generator thing to use out there, so we could plug in our equipment and have some sound. So if you guys, you know, are feeling generous, you know, I always try to provide these things for free. Most things are, you know, they're out of pocket, but my dad was like, "Oh, you know, you should try to see if anyone will help you out." I was like, "Okay, Dad." You know, I always listen to my dad. So anyway, if you are feeling generous, there's my Venmo up there. The things will go to FNKO. You can just put there for FNKO. But I want to thank you guys for coming. We have one more song to send us out on, and this is actually by Serena, who you heard a performance by her earlier, but she recorded this song specifically to be played last. So let me get it ready because I don't want to ruin the surprise for y'all. Okay, here we go.
So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now. Until we meet again, I say so long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now. until we meet again. It's been great to share and sing together. And now it's time to say goodbye. And now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say so long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say goodbye for now, until we meet again.
All right. Wasn't that a perfect way to end this? And that actually was from a show back in the day. I think that was the 90s as well, if not the early 2000s, but a show called Out of the Box. I totally remember watching that show. I wasn't little at the time, but I do remember watching that. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for joining us. If you are just joining us, feel free to rewind. And our next FNKO is on Saturday, June 26th. So Saturday, June 26th, mark your calendars. And I'm going to try to, I'll get that Facebook event up there. Invite other people. If you know anyone who would love to be a performer, please let them know about this. It's free to perform, right? Free for you guys to watch. And it's not a talent show, it's not a competition. It's just people, local, non-professional creatives who just want to share with each other, who want to have fun, want to support one another. That's what FNKO is all about. So once again, Saturday, June 26th, same time, 7 p.m. And we'll have some other things for you guys soon. And then for the podcast that I will be on, if you want to support me, I'm going to talk a little bit about FNKO and the other community events that I do. I'm trying to check my calendar. Here we go. It's going to be on Wednesday, May 19th. Eric Grievous will also be on with me. He'll be sharing about his pop-up PI wings. They'll be doing their pop-up May 23rd. But yeah, if you could check out the interview, the podcast, it's a video podcast, but it's by the Lunch Break crew. And I actually was really blessed with the opportunity to meet them, because they also, I just finished filming actually tomorrow early morning at 6:30, I'm going to meet one of the video guys, Danny, to finish up recording video, B-roll as they call it, for a music video that they're helping me put together for the song that I wrote. So when that's all finished, I'm going to share it here at FNKO with you guys. But thanks for joining us. I hope that you guys had fun. Let me know what kind of merch you would like to see. If you want to help design things or just help out with social media or anything with FNKO or any of the events or activities, things that I do, just hit me up, let me know. I hope that you guys will perform in the future or consider it. Hope that you guys will spread the word. Let them know. This is a cool place for people, to get their start or to keep honing in on their craft, to express themselves. I keep saying the same things, but it is what it is, right? All right, guys, thank you for joining. Saturday, June 26th, mark your calendar. I'll see you guys then, okay? All right, take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everyone.